Hello, my brothers and sisters. Good day. How you guys doing? I hope everyone is fine. So, if you've noticed recently, China has been going through a lot of problems. First, there was the lockdowns that really affected the people in China and also factories. Secondly, there was this bank scam that many people were affected and they even went onto the street to protest. And now, many factories or many companies are pulling out of China. Many companies cannot take it anymore. The lockdowns are really affecting productions. Many of them are now moving to Vietnam and Thailand and Bangladesh and now also to India. And the latest news is that Apple has pulled out manufacturing of the iPhone 14 from China to India. You know, China used to be the main manufacturing or assembling hub of all Apple products. But recently, Apple has been pulling out production to other countries. So before I continue with this conversation and explain to you why these factories are pulling out, please watch this video.
Apple plans to start making the iPhone 14 in India about 2 months after its release out of China. That's according to a report Tuesday by Bloomberg. It's a move that would narrow the production gap from the typical 6 to 9 months for previous launches, the report said. It comes as the US tech giant looks for alternatives to China, where health crisis lockdowns have disrupted production. The report said Apple had worked with suppliers to ramp up production in India. It also said Apple's Taiwan-based supplier Foxconn had studied the process of shipping items from China and assembling the iPhone 14 at a plant in southern India. It added the first iPhone 14s from India are likely to be completed in late October or November. Apple did not immediately respond to Reuters' request for comment. The company has moved some areas of iPhone production from China to other markets. India and countries such as Mexico and Vietnam have become more important to contract manufacturers supplying American brands.
So my brothers and sisters, like I said before, China has been going through a lot of difficulties. Factories pulling out, lockdowns here and there, and people protesting in the street. And if there's one thing China really hates, or the Chinese authorities try as much as possible to avoid, is protesting. They hate nothing more than people protesting in the street. If there's one thing that the Communist Party of China has made sure that is available is stability. Everyone in China knew that protesting was a no-go area. But due to recent events, people had no choice but to protest. And now, companies are also pulling out of China. This is making China and the Chinese very nervous. Now, there are multiple of reasons why these factories or these companies are pulling out. First is the trade war between America and China. The trade war is really affecting businesses in China, and American companies in China are facing it really hard. Secondly is the lockdowns. The lockdowns have been very destructive to businesses in China. For example, Tesla factory in Shanghai was on lockdown and it really affected Tesla sales. Apple also cannot stand the lockdowns in China, so they are pulling out to India. That is why I have mentioned before on this show that lockdowns have not proven to be the solution to the problem. If there is one thing that lockdowns have done is destroy the economy, is cause inflation in the world, is make the people suffer more. So China is now feeling the pinch as these factories are moving out. And you know, China is a country of 1.4 billion people. These 1.4 billion people need a vibrant economy. If there are no factories for people to work, people cannot get income. If people cannot get income, they cannot feed their families. And you know what happens when people starve, right? A hungry man is a very, very dangerous one. So, my brothers and sisters, share your thoughts with us in the comment section. In your own opinion, what could be the reason why factories are pulling out of China? Secondly, has lockdowns proven to be effective? Let us know in the comment section below. We love to hear what you have to say. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. Cut out.